bringing my baggage with me. It's Louis. I don't expect all of y'all to be here. Matter of fact, I don't even want all of y'all to stay. Type scheme. Like, bro, y'all won one game last year. So, like, clearly, y'all wasn't getting it done as players. And, of course, the coaching staff wasn't like that either, which is why nobody from Colorado's coaching staff returned as well. So, it's like coming into a whole new conference like that, man, I think it'll be interesting. But I also just don't see them break. I see them, if anything, break 6-6. 6-6 at best. Now, if they come back and they do end up making noise later on, like, okay, cool, fine. I'll take that notch on the chin that they couldn't get it done. I'm not saying that I don't have faith that he won't be successful in Colorado. But what I'm saying is I don't think he'll be that successful his first year in Colorado. I mean, hell, he wasn't even successful his first year at Jackson State. Like, Jackson State wasn't even.
That's a fair set.
And then his second and third year at Jackson State, now Jackson State's like it. Like, you feel me? They making noise. They fucked around, bro, and did something that hadn't happened before, which is college game day comes to a HBCU game. Like, bro, like, that's crazy.
That was big.
That was humongous, bro. It wasn't just big. That was huge, bro. That put HBCUs out there, and like, unless you've been sleeping under a rock and don't know what an HBCU is, then it's just like, bro, like he's bringing awareness to these colleges and universities, and I thought that was dope as hell. Even though, you know what I'm saying, Herb Street and them didn't commentate the game and stuff, but like, who cares at that point? Because like, still, bro, they took over college football. They took over a whole Saturday morning of college football.
Yeah. It was definitely dope to see. It was dope to watch.
Like, I'm a college game day
fan. He did his thing. Like, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I'm on the opposite end of that though. I honestly feel like I think they can get 7 wins.
Think they can get 7?
I think they can get 7 wins. Because
because
number one, the Pac-12 is soft.
I gotta go look at that.
Pac-12 is soft, super soft. It's up and down. And on top of that, bro, you named TCU, right? TCU went to the bowl last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what
TCU went to the dance last year.
No, they went to the chip. Do you know what TCU's record was the year before?
No.
They won 2 games.
With that same quarter, was Duggan a transfer?
I believe he was. So the new coach, I can't remember his fucking name. He came in. He brought in his guys. He brought some transfers with him. I don't remember if Max Duggan was a transfer or not. I don't remember. But what I'm saying is coaching matters and quarterback play matters, right? Mm-hmm. So 9 times out of 10, if you have the better quarterback, you have a chance to win. 9 times out of 10.
I'm definitely a firm believer in that, bro. If you got a quarterback that can spin that motherfucking rock,
you have a chance to win.
You can do it.
If you have a coach who can coach, you have a chance to win. If you are a coach that can get your players to believe that they can do something, you have a chance to win. So a lot of times what happened is, like, I don't believe no Division I school is incapable of winning 3 to 4 games in a season. When you see a team only win 1 game, you know what that tells me, bro?
Coach and the players didn't believe.
The coach lost his players before the season even started.
Bro, in coaching,
the coach lost his players, bro.
Coaching breaking down for layman's terms, if anybody doesn't know, all a coach has to do is convince his players, the team, to buy into what he's selling. If those players buy into what he's selling and trying to teach and preach, you're going to have a successful year.
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
You probably going to have a very successful year. Like, if the players, like, believe the coach and what he's saying and they buy into what he's selling and telling them, you probably going to have a great year. A great fucking year. And there's no reason not to have a great year unless, like, you know what I'm saying, you just get these guys to believe that they just ain't shit. You know what I mean? So it's just...
That happens.
And it does happen, which is why I say that, because like
happens.
You can get players to buy in, bro, and then when it's all said and done, it's like, damn, these players is really good, but the scheme that these coaches got these kids on just ain't it.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
They just ain't it.
That's a fact.
But to go back, so Colorado, they got TCU starting off.
I think Colorado's gonna win that game.
If it,
Is it a neutral site?
yeah, I think they'll be in Fort Worth.
Actually, that's basic.
I think they'll be in Dallas. I think the game is
that's basically a home game for TCU. But
yeah.
Give me Colorado. Give me the better quarterback. I want to put it like this. I don't know if Shador is the better quarterback yet. I got to see Shador on a playing field with better talent going against better people per se.
Yeah.
But the way that they've been talking about Travis Hunter is that he's like that. They talking about Travis Hunter like he's goddamn Percy Harvin on offense and he's Deion on defense.
Yeah.
Like he's like that. Like you give him the ball.
And it's going to be interesting because last year, Travis Hunter really didn't play like that because he got hurt.
He was hurt. Yeah.
So he missed a lot of games last year for Jackson State. And the games that he did play in, he was successful. Like I think his first official college game, he really didn't play that well because he's getting like adjusted. Like he's coming in, he's seeing it for himself. Like he's realizing like, okay, bigger, stronger, faster. I get it now. He comes back, has a hell of a game, offensively and defensively. So it'll be interesting. I feel like if anybody's going to adjust well, it'll be your Travis Hunters, who's just naturally talented. Like can just go out there and just, hey man, we need you to go out there and cover so and so, man. They chewing us, and I feel like somebody like Travis Hunter can go out there and get that shit.
For sure. But yeah, what's the schedule?
TCU first game, if I'm not mistaken, they'll be at AT&T Stadium down in Dallas. Next game they got Nebraska. I feel like they can beat Nebraska.
Yep.
Even though on ESPN they got Nebraska, you know what I'm saying, the matchup predictor, they got Nebraska 68%.
I mean, they're going to have Colorado losing the majority of those games.
Yeah.
So I don't care about that.
So after Nebraska, you got Colorado State. I think they'll definitely get there. Then this is where it gets kind of tricky. Back-to-back weeks, they got Oregon first, then they got USC.
Okay, so I'll say this. Oregon, they don't beat Oregon. When it comes to USC.
And they're going to Eugene.
Yeah, I don't have them beaten Oregon. But when it comes to USC doesn't, at least based off last year, they don't play defense. They don't play no defense. So if you can have a shootout with them, you can beat you at USC. So I'm not a firm believer that USC is just going to roll over Colorado. If Colorado can score with them, that's a toss-up. I got that as much as a toss-up as I do TCU.
Preseason top 25, USC's ranked number 6.
Yeah, that don't mean shit.
I know it don't mean shit, but I mean, it means shit on paper. Like paper-wise, they're basically saying USC has a chance to win a national championship.
They got you can say the best.
But I think
player
that's just
football.
based on who Caleb Williams is.
Yeah, they got Caleb Williams. I mean, you got to have him ranked high. They got.
Then from there, they got Arizona State.
Dub.
They go to Arizona State though.
Dub.
Then Stanford comes to Colorado. Then they go to UCLA.
That's another toss. That's another shootout. UCLA
then
don't
Oregon
play
State comes to Colorado.
Dub.
Then Arizona comes to Colorado.
Dub.
Then they go to Washington State.
Dub.
And then they go to Utah.
Not Utah beating that ass. Utah
Bro said, "Oh no,
Utah not. Utah. So
their last 2 games is on the road.
Utah. So as far as the Pac-12 goes, the only guaranteed L's that I see, like flat out guaranteed, I don't even got to watch the game. You ain't got to tell me what happened. Is Oregon and Utah. Everybody else is beatable, or it's going to come down to can your offense keep up? Can Colorado offensively keep up with UCLA? Can Colorado offensively keep up with USC? When it comes to like Nebraska, I got Colorado winning. Even though Nebraska, they're always one of them weirdo teams. They're good and they're not. They're in between. I got Colorado winning that. When it comes to Washington State, I got Colorado winning that. When it comes to Arizona State, I got Colorado winning both those games. That's already 4 wins right there. So to me,
that's 4.
That's 4.
I don't see Colorado beating Utah.
No, that's an L.
I don't see Colorado beating Oregon State.
I can see them beat Oregon State.
I don't see Colorado going to UCLA and winning.
It's a toss-up.
I don't see Colorado I feel like the USC game
It's
will
a
be a
toss up.
toss up.
It's
So
no
like,
way.
so
It's
basically, you got
how-
at least 4 or 5 games that's a toss up, but yet you got them winning 7 games.
But how you gonna say? Because a toss up means 50-50. It means it can go either way.
That's what I'm saying.
But how?
But you
gonna,
still got them winning 7 games, and that's
Yeah,
you got a
because-
ton. You
because-
got 5
because-
toss up games.
and
at that.
adding them toss ups, they just win 3 of them bitches. Give me 3. Like, but I'm saying, how you gonna say that the USC game is a toss up, but UCLA is not a toss up?
Well, I mean, it's saying and the only reason why I say UCLA, I recant my statement. UCLA is a toss up. USC is a toss up, but I still take Colorado in the UCLA game, but the USC game, that's more of a toss up to me, just because that quarterback situation, and it's also pretty much like you said. Caleb Williams is just he's a dynamic guy. He can just get shit done, and he doesn't care who his receivers or running backs are. Like hell, like the first time, who was it? Oklahoma was playing, I want to say like Duke or somebody, and it was on TV, and Caleb Williams had come into the game, and like, bro, like the running back was running the ball, bro, and was about to go down, and Caleb Williams snatched the ball out of bro's hands and then runs for 15 yards. Yeah. And it was just like, bro, that is like, to me, when it first happened, I was like, bro, can you even do that? Like, is that illegal? Like, is that a legal thing to do, bro? Like, bro, I had never seen that done before, but that's what I mean by like him being like a by any means type of guy.
Yeah.
Who's just going to make sure that he can push and will his team to win. So that's why you kind of get that toss up between them, because it's basically just going to come down to the battle of the quarterback. That USC game, bro, I think it's probably come down to whoever got the ball last.